Hey y'all, you can call me B. Today, this video is just showing you guys how I detangled my synthetic wig. I got this wig from Amazon. The brand is called Charisma, K'RYSSMA, I believe. And it was $40. It's ombre, like burgundy. It was curly when I got it, and it's pretty long. I'm tall. I'm like 5'10", so you can see the hair was like right above my butt. It was a lace front. I had to cut the lace off. It's just quick little details about it. I had to cut like bangs right here because of course the whole hair was all the way down here. I'm not good at doing the baby hair and the plucking and the pulling and the tweezing and all that stuff. So I didn't do all that. All I did was just cut like little bangs right here. It already had the part. Yeah, but anyway, I'm just gonna show y'all how I detangle it, because like I said, it's synthetic. It can take heat up to 300 degrees, but I haven't put heat in the hair, and I don't intend to either. But anyway, let me just get right into the video. So the first thing you're gonna need is obviously a wig spray, or I have an alternative you can use, which is half fabric softener, half water. And I'll get into that in a second. But let me just start with the first thing I do, which is spray it in with the wig spray. And I have all natural premium oil-free Remy hair weave and wig conditioner and detangler, and the scent is tangerine and it smells really good. I got this for like $2. Okay, so I split my hair like makeshift, doesn't have to be perfect, like in 2 parts. And you can keep one part like here, or you can put it up. I just keep it down, and then work on the first section. So the first thing I do is I spray the section I'm working on with my wig spray. I do about 12 sprays. I do like 3 sprays and a pause, and then I spray another 3 sprays, and I like work it into the hair about 4 to 5 inches away from the hair. That's what I'm doing, and I smooth it down. The reason why I stick to like 12 sprays initially is since it's synthetic, and I've never had this brand before, I don't really know how this wig responds to like products in the hair. And even though it's oil free, I didn't want to weigh it down, so I at least just spray my little 12 sprays, and then work it in with my hands. So then I take my good old wide tooth comb, and then I just start from the end, and then I work my way up. And as you can see, like the wig spray does help a lot. If it gets too tangly, like as you can see, I'm starting on like a smaller section, that's fine too. But make sure you just start at the ends and then work your way up, so you reduce unnecessary breakage of the wig and shedding and damage, because you want this wig to last as long as it can. Even though you only paid $40 for it, this wig can last a while. So just still detangling. As I'm detangling, I'm like smoothing it down with my hands and finger detangling a little bit, following through, making sure I'm hitting everything. And let me just say this, I do use 2 sprays, so I'm not gonna like go too crazy with this detangling, because I know I'm gonna come back through with a different concoction and detangle some more. So I just do like, I get the majority of the tangles out, I'll say that. I'll get about 80% of the tangles out. And just making sure, you know, I'm hitting on my problem areas, because you don't want to just focus on the front and then the back of the wig gets tangled. You just don't want to make it worse than it already potentially is. I have no glue or tape or bobby pins or nothing keeping this down. It has combs on the side, but so this thing will be sliding all over the place. So if you see me like pulling on it, just bear with me. Okay, so just a quick look. You can see the difference between this side, and like I said, this is like 75%, 80% detangled. It's not even detangled the entire way. You can still see some clumps and all that, but they're not bad clumps compared to this side, which has not been detangled. And you can, yeah, like it's cute clumps, like it clumps up cute. You know, you just smooth it with your hands or whatever, and nobody knows it's, you know, nappy. But who wants to walk around like that? Like this is nice. This ain't nice, okay? So, all right, so the second part to the detangling process is the half fabric softener, half water. And I just put it in my old Carol's Daughter Sacred Tiare, whatever, spray bottle. Half water, half fabric softener. The fabric softener I got was from Dollar Tree, okay? I forgot what it's called, but it got the little girl on the front. It's a yellow bottle, okay, and it smells real good. Only $1. We ain't playing. We ain't putting no downy in our hair. We ain't putting no downy in our hair. We're saving that for our clothes, and we're using the $1 fabric softener for our wigs, girl. Say it again, $1 fabric softener. Anyway, so I do the same thing, about 12 sprays. 3, I pause, I work it in. Now, you're probably wondering, like, what's the point of using the fabric softener spray and the wig spray? Like, why don't you just use one or the other? Okay, so the reason why I use both, the wig spray seems to like soften the hair more. It feels more like a leave-in, especially on a synthetic wig. It makes the wig feel better. The fabric softener just adds some oomph. Like, try it. Like, I'm feeling it right now. It literally feels like a deep conditioner had gone through or something. I put in a treatment, something. It like melts. Like, as you can see, it's so much easier to detangle after using the fabric softener versus just the plain wig spray. And I like to see how dry these ends are. I like to put the fabric softener on my ends. And I feel like that helps it too. It doesn't look so dry. I don't know, it could just be in my head, but I like it. I like using both. For my wigs anyway, I see that it does make a difference when I do use both. You don't have to use both. This is just a suggestion for what I do. You guys can do trial and error. You guys can do one day with just the wig spray, one day with just the fabric softener. And then let me know in the comments, like, if you found a difference. But all right, so this side is done, like officially done. So now you can really see the difference between this side and this side. Like, this was I would say like kind of in between like a loose wave, body wave, and because I was combing it a lot and brushing it, I kind of like brushed out some of the curls. But this is what it looks like kind of like naturally when it's, you know, been sitting around not messed with for a while. And this is what it looks like immediately after detangling. So it's like, it's longer, it's straighter, it looks better, no weird clumps. And if it does clump, see, that's the one thing about this hair. If you decide to get this hair from Amazon, it does tangle pretty easily, but as you can see, it takes nothing to detangle it. And then when it does tangle up, it actually like tangles cute, which is rare. Like, what wig tangles in like cute patterns? Like, it's already starting to nap up, but look at that. Like, bitch, what? Okay, so now we're gonna do it to the other side. I'm not gonna talk it through, I'm just gonna do it real fast. And then we'll go through the last step together. So yeah. So as you can see, both sides look generally the same. This side was a little bit more complicated to detangle than this side. I'm not sure why. It usually is the problem side, to be honest. This last step is optional. I actually don't even need it, but just for the purposes of the video, I'm gonna show you guys what I'm talking about. So synthetic wigs, obviously they can be really shiny and not look like your real hair, and nobody who wears wigs I don't think anybody wants people to know that it's a wig. I think people want them to assume that it's their natural hair, or it's at least a weave, not a wig. So wigs can be really shiny. This was no different. The one I have on right now, when I originally got it, like, I probably can't tell, but if you see the top, see how shiny that is? The whole head was like that. It looked bad. So learn this trick. Thank you, YouTube. Thank you, YouTube gurus. Thank you, Instagram. Thank you, girls I work with. Thank you, everybody. Baby powder. Baby powder. Put some in your hand. Ooh. Rub it together. Put it in your hair. You can also use dry shampoo, but I don't have any dry shampoo. I've never owned any dry shampoo, but I do have a lot of baby powder lying around. And you just put that in your hair, and it gets rid of, like, the shininess. It, like, dulls it up. So I don't put too much, obviously, because then you're just gonna have, like, a whole bunch of white in your hair. But I do enough to the point that it's not so shiny. So I do about, I would say, maybe 2 tablespoons, a tablespoon and a half of baby powder per side, per half. So it'll be 2 tablespoons on this side, 2 tablespoons on the other side, and then just as needed after that. Because if you didn't put enough the first time or the second time, you can make sure you put enough the third time, instead of just putting a whole bunch and then trying to figure out how you're gonna get all this baby powder out your hair. I've never experienced baby powder hair overdose, but I can assume it would look comical, and I would rather not go through that as I'm, like, trying to go to work or go to some important function or appointment, and it will hold me up and have me looking crazy when I get there. So obviously I'm recording this on my iPhone, so the camera quality and imaging isn't the best, but you can see it's just not as shiny as the other side. I don't know if you can really tell. But you guys try it for yourself and let me know. But yeah, that's basically how you do it. And this is for synthetic wigs. So y'all let me know down below what y'all thought about it. If you have any other tips for anybody else who has synthetic wigs, let me know. It's your girl B. Y'all have a good one. Make sure you like, subscribe, and leave a comment down below.